everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good end to your week, stroke the start of your weekend. Apologies for not making any content earlier, guys, but this chest infection that I've had this week has floored me for the last couple of days, but I'm just about up and ready now to do this video for you. Today's video is we are talking about West Ham's 8th away game of the 24-25 Premier League season, where we travel to the South Coast to take on AFC Bournemouth for the first of 3 fixtures against South Coast teams before Christmas. Basically in the next week or so, really. We're travelling to the Vitality Stadium this Monday night again for an 8 o'clock kickoff on Sky Sports again. But as always, guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, as you can see from the icon that's up here, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out as well. And any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they're currently supporting probably over close to, if not over 80 separate food banks by the time of this recording. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the West Ham club shop, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. But if you want to make a donation directly to the charity and you don't want to make an affiliate link purchase, that's perfectly fine as well. There is a the Just Giving Fund link in the description below. So £1, £2, £5, whatever you can afford, guys. Believe me, every penny helps. So as always, there's going to be timestamps in the description below. I'd like you to stay around as long as you can, but if you can't, by all means, please do feel free to jump around to the section that you feel you want to listen to more than the rest of the video. And of course, please do excuse me, of course, please do like, share and subscribe, and put your comments down in the comment section at any point. So let's start off by talking about the rest of the video, guys, and as we always do, we start by talking about the officials. The referee for this game, unfortunately, is Chris Kavanagh. His assistants are Lee Betts and Richard West. The 4th official is Matt Donoghue. On VAR, we have Michael Salisbury, and his assistant is Matt Wilkes. So, as we all remember, guys, we've already played Bournemouth once already. That was at home in the League Cup, where Todibo made his debut. Of the first League Cup game, or any cup game for that matter, that I've not been to since being a season ticket holder for the last 15 years now. So it was a bit emotional, a bit weird doing that live watch along. But yeah, we haven't played Bournemouth since then, and of course it's coming up to Christmas and it's a winter fixture, so coming up to winter fixture, I should say. So of course we're down on the South Coast again, aren't we? Now, our last 6 trips to the Vitality spans over 7 years, so the last 6 isn't really relevant, but we know this is going to be a hard game. Obviously, last time round, Iriola's team gave us a very, very difficult side to play against. Now, Bournemouth are having a great start to the season, as they are 8th in the table after 15 games, winning 7 games, drawing 3 and losing 5, scoring 23 goals and conceding 20 on 24 points. Now, excuse me. 30 stats home table in the Premier League shows Bournemouth are 8th in the home table, winning 4, drawing 1, losing 2, scoring 10 and conceding 4. And then we are 11th in the away table, winning 2, drawing 2, losing 3, scoring 8 and conceding 12. Now, Bournemouth's style of play under Iriola doesn't seem all that much from Eddie Howe, to be honest with you, from what I've been able to see. I mean, that's what you call an identity of a football club. Are you listening, David Sullivan? Because you ain't done shit for the last 15 years. They attempt crosses often, taking a lot of long shots, controlling the game in the opposition's half, attacking down the left and playing long balls with an aggressive style. At home, their highest goal scorer is Colvier, I should say, with 5 goals and 2 assists, with Semenyo behind him on 4 goals and 1 assist, and Nevilson behind him on 4 goals. Tavernier is their highest assister with 4 assists and 1 goal, with Cook behind him on 3 assists and 1 goal. Semenyo is also their highest aerial duel winner, with an average of 1.9 aerial duels won per game, as is the injured Sensei, just a little bit behind him on 1.8 points per game. And Nevilson and Otara are joint on 1.4 average aerial duels won per game. Now, their actual style of play itself is very strong at creating scoring chances, strong at coming back from losing positions, attacking down the wings and stealing possession, but they are weak at keeping possession, avoiding the offside trap, defending against through balls and against skillful players, and also aerial duels. Now, as I mentioned, Senesi and also Arijo are both out with no return date yet due to their respective thigh injuries. Siniesta is out with a thigh injury too, and Adams is out with what appears to be cramps everywhere, but 50% chance of returning for this fixture as he is currently being assessed. Scott is out until Boxing Day with a knee injury. So, as I say, guys, I do genuinely think that we're going to have a very, very tough game against Bournemouth. You know, the result against Wolves really kind of is a false dawn, shall we say. It was a horrible, horrible game to watch. We've seen worse, of course, but it was very, very boring. You know, it's worse than the Everton home game, that's for damn sure. But, guys, it's still very, very worrying times as a West Ham supporter, and from that perspective, you know, there's still a lot to be done. Obviously, J-Lo is still going to be in charge probably for this game now, as I'd mentioned in the previous video. When is he going to lose his job? Is it genuinely going to be when we lose to this game, or is it when we lose to Brighton, which is the next home fixture, or is it going to be if we don't get if we get anything less than a draw against Southampton that are floundering at the bottom of the table, or is it, do you know what I mean? The questions are going on endlessly at the moment. Now, I don't like anybody being sacked, as you know. You know, because I've had it a few times over the last couple of years myself, but I don't like to see anybody being put in a position where their job is untenable. But at the same point, you know, J-Lo's not really making himself many friends at the moment. Obviously, Sullivan's haven't really backed him with the rumours of Tim Steidten gunning to try and get him out as quickly as possible. You know, everything's really, really bad at the moment. But we've seen worse, and we've come through worse than this as well, for that matter. But looking at suspensions and injuries, Emerson suspended after picking up that 5th yellow card against Wolves on Monday night. And of course, Antonio is still out at the moment because he's still in hospital. God rest him. So God bless him as well, for that matter, I should say. So yeah, I hope Antonio, I hope you have a very, very speedy recovery. Not just because we need you, but because, you know, we just want to make sure that you are being looked after as best as possible. But guys, this brings me round to the starting 11 in total. So I've made a couple of changes. Obviously, since the last game, but I still think this is a fixture that we should have some juniors in. But of course, guys, put your comments in the comments section below. Let me know what you're thinking on this. But this is the starting 11 that I would put out if I was in charge of West Ham United, and I do think this is probably a stronger one than what we're going to see on Monday.
Fabianski in goal, with a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Tobido, Kilman and Skulls. Soler in the hole, with Souček in front of him, supporting Kudus, Orford and Somerville, with Bowen up front.
So thank you very much for your time, guys. Over the last 4 weeks, quite a few of you have not been subscribed. 69.2% of you are not subscribed to the channel. So if you're enjoying the content and you're returning on a regular basis, then by all means, please do hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you an absolute penny at all. There's no charge whatsoever. It's completely free. So please do subscribe. We will be doing the watch along on Monday night, as long as I can find a decent stream for it, and also I get home in time as well, for that matter. You know, long journey. But in the meantime, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Thank you very, very much for your time. All the best now. Take care and have a fantastic weekend, as I've just said. All the best.